Welcome back. Utah's allergy season is underway, so if you've been sneezing a lot, you're not alone. Researchers at Pollen Sense are tracking allergens like pollen and mold to keep you healthy. Joining me to tell us more is Dr. Landon Bunderson from Pollen Sense. Thanks for being here. Yeah. And kind of tell us a little bit about what you guys do with your company.
So we found that there was a need for pollen counts. Conventionally, pollen is counted on a 24-hour cycle. So if you count the pollen, you're reporting it the next day. So the pollen count that you see conventionally is reported from yesterday. Mm-hmm. So we found a need that we automated pollen counting and made it available minute by minute.
And how did you do this?
So we took a microscope and a camera, we crammed it into a box, and we capture particles out of the air, and we image every single particle in the air.
That's pretty wild. I know we have one here at our station up on our weather porch, and it's pretty wild when you open it up and you see kind of what you were able to cram into this thing. Yeah. But what's even cooler is that it takes pictures of the pollen, and then you, by accessing it, can kind of click on a piece of pollen and it will tell you what kind of pollen that is. Is that right?
Yep, yeah, exactly. And then in fact, we can identify everything in the air. So microplastics, smoke particles, pollen, mold, basically everything in the air that's of a specific size range.
And why is this important just to our viewers at home? Why is this important and more or less revolutionary that, like you said, we kind of are getting the day before, and we know that you have kind of gone against the mold and figured it out, but why is that important to the viewer?
Yeah, it's a good question. You're a weather person, and you go around a lot of time talking about precipitation, and people know in the spring it gets awful wet. Mm-hmm. And people ask me, well, why do I need to know the pollen count? In the spring there's pollen, right? So that's good enough. Well, if I said that about rain, people would be like, no, I want to know what the forecast is. I want to know what's going on right now. Imagine you can't see rain. You go outside, you get wet all of a sudden, right? That's kind of like pollen. Yeah. If you can go, even if you can't control the pollen levels, if you go outside and you know what you're up against, everybody has a mask now. You can put a mask on if the pollen's really high. You can change your schedule a little bit, just like you would with rain.
Right. And, as we wrap things up, can a viewer contact you and say, well, I want one of these sensors?
Yeah, soon. Soon we'll have sensors available. So pollensense.com is our website, and you can sign up, info@pollensense.com for alerts for when that sensor will be available.
And what about the app? Because you have an app. This is the big thing, because it will kind of detect the closest one in your area. So what's the app?
Yeah, PollenWise is the app. It's on the stores, and you can download it for free.
Great.
And it pulls data from sensors around the valley, and we have sensors all over Utah.
Well, great. Well, I appreciate you coming here. I know a lot of folks had no idea about all the different intricacies about pollen, especially that it's calculated the day before. Now, you guys are going to be able to tell us minute by minute, and that's absolutely fantastic for the viewer at home, especially those sneezing right now.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Brian, good stuff.